Shall we do the thing? Shall we do it?
I said 3, 2, 1 3 times.
Shall we
3,
do
2, 1.
it?
Okay.
I feel like this was a good decision to do this today because I don't think we would have been right now.
No,
Yesterday.
I would have been like asleep.
Listen,
7 p.m. on a Friday night.
we still, yeah. I mean, I was tempted to go to sleep that time last night too because I was tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. But this morning,
long week.
This morning, Mike and I got up at 10, went for a run, went to the post office, made breakfast, ate breakfast. We're doing things. I'm almost 30, so it's like I gotta start being an adult.
Oh, Danielle. You're like, oh my God, my birthday's like next week.
I can't. I'm scared.
You're gonna be 30 next weekend.
I know. I'm so scared. I'm really scared. There's a girl who posted about her today is her 30th birthday, and she was like, and she did like the 30 chapter 30 and like cute picture of herself, and I said, oh my God, I turn 30 next week. Does it hurt?
It probably does. Your knees probably start giving out,
which is not great. I need those knees, man.
For what, Danielle?
For running.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway. So, been doing the things this morning.
I like how the week before your 30th birthday, you're like, I got to get my shit together. Not the 30 years before your 30th birthday. We started running
2 weeks ago in the morning.
Oh, 2 weeks. Better.
It's whatever. Listen, it's better be late than never get it together. And like, do we all really have it together? I mean,
no, right. I'm not making fun of you. I mean, I kind of am.
I'm never going to get it together.
I don't think you are either, to be honest. Maybe at 60. Maybe like the next 30 years.
I think 80.
Oh my God.
I feel like 60 is the best time to be a hooligan.
Danielle, you want to hear something disgusting?
Yeah.
Next weekend, you're going to be the same distance from your birth to retirement.
Ew.
60 years old.
I'm probably not going to retire at 60.
Well, that's just like the average.
Yeah, the average. I feel like I can't retire at 60. Or maybe I will. I mean, if I retire,
I'll be a huge book reader.
Yeah, I mean, I'll retire, but I'll probably continue to work. Like, I'll want to open my own indie bookstore one day.
That would be nice with the bookstore cat.
Oh my God, the goals. But like, it would be like a wine and bookstore, but also like in the morning it'd be coffee too, and like maybe like some pastries. I'm like legends and latte vibes.
Oh my God. Well, I didn't read that book, so
it's so cozy. Anyway. You would have hated it.
I don't hate cozy mysteries.
It's not a mystery. It's literally
or cozy books, but
yeah, it's yeah. Your eyebrows look really good. I wish my eyebrows looked good.
Thanks.
They're always almost a unibrow.
I plucked them this morning.
I should do that. That's what I'm gonna do today.
You're gonna spend the rest of the day plucking your eyebrows?
Yeah, my whole ass unibrow.
Oh my God. You literally don't have a unibrow at all, you fucking weirdo. God.
And your nails look good. God damn.
Yeah, I did these last night. And one already fell off, so I mean.
Aw. Do you have nail glue?
Oh yeah, I put them bitches back on.
You look like you're gonna pull somebody's heart out of their body.
Oh, I've already stabbed myself. I like woke up this morning and I like went to move my hair, scratched the whole back of my neck.
Oh,
and I was like,
no.
Are these really worth it?
So good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. I was playing Sims this morning. I was creeping on Morgan.
That was good. I'll probably go back to Sims after we're done.
It's so good. Like, you can just sit and play. I can play that game for hours. Like, I get lost in Sims.
Usually when I'm listening to an audiobook, Sims is like my go-to.
Yeah, because you really don't need to pay attention to the noises.
No, but I don't understand. Because like when I game with Mariah, she's like actively listening to music while we're playing Fortnite. And I'm like, how do you do that?
Oh my God, I couldn't with Fortnite. I have to hear the stompies.
But like, I just can't do an audiobook and play games like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You like actively have to like use your sensory
Pay
skills.
attention.
Yeah.
They aren't really skills, but yes. Don't really have, I'm not good at those games, but
I'm not
yes.
either, but I still play them because I have the best time.
Yep.
Oh man, the life of the nerds.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So what are we doing here, Morgan?
What are we doing here, Danielle? It's episode what?
Oh my god,
4?
I don't even actually know. Yeah, 4.
4.
Yeah, because January,
Okay.
February, March, April. Yes, this is 4.
Okay.
Because this is April's episode, but we're recording in May.
Listen, let's just get it out there right now. This summer is just going to be bad for us to be on top of our schedule.
Oh, yeah.
As far as like recording and putting out on the 1st.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Not going to happen because
it's not. Let it be known it's not going to let it happen ever. Maybe during the winter.
Well, yeah, I'm saying specifically in the summer. Like, we're better about it in the winter because neither of us have plans.
Yeah, we are stuck inside all day, every day.
But the summer, forget about it. There it is. Forget about it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so.
Start the show out. Come on.
Welcome to Boozed&Reviewed.
This is Danielle's 30th year on this planet.
Well,
almost
this week. It's my birthday week. Because it's not a day anymore, it's a week now.
I mean, once you get to 30, I feel like you gotta have a month.
A month? I don't know. Man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm scared it's gonna hurt me. Like it's gonna stab me with a knife.
You're gonna wake up on your birthday morning with back pain.
Dude, probably.
You're gonna just like roll over and your whole back is gonna like snap it off.
Just not have a back, no spine.
Nope, no spine. That's what happens when you turn 30. They just don't tell you.
Oh gosh, man, whatever. Ever.
You could just tell me what happens and then I'll prepare.
Okay, I'll let you know. I'll text you right in the morning and I'll be like, listen, I
hurts.
I have no knees now.
Just be like, Morgan, my body hurts everywhere.
Oh, gee.
Instant pain.
Oh, well,
that's funny.
On that note, you know what gets you through pain? Any kind of pain. Alcohol.
You're gonna be hammered.
No, I'm not. I had 2 glasses of wine last night.
Oh.
And guess what kind of wine it was?
Josh wine?
No, Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Anyway.
Damn.
So I had the pick this month.
You did.
And
oh, I don't want to show it. Hold on.
I don't know. There's no reason. I go into the store and I look for things and I'm like, oh, we haven't had this yet. And this sounds delightful.
I feel like we started out this podcast with like goals of like, oh my God, we have to try this. And now it's just like the week before we record, whoever's turn it is just goes to the liquor store or like to the grocery store to be like, what haven't we tried yet? Because that's the same thing.
Well, we have. It's been almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years coming in the summer, right? No, 2. It'll be 2 years. Yeah. So we have
alcohol every
16 time. Episodes. So we've had 16 alcohols. Because 12 months in a year.
Oh, you're right. No, that makes more sense. You're
talking
my math wasn't my thing.
This year, right?
No.
Oh, you were talking.
I don't know what I was thinking.
It doesn't matter.
All right. It's okay. Forget it.
Actually, I don't even think it's 16 episodes because we've had a full year. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But yeah, we've had 16 alcohols and it's hard to like be like, all right. And we want to have a variety too. Cause like.
Yeah, that gets difficult because everybody and their fucking brother alcohol company is making seltzers.
Seltzers. Yeah. And they all end up tasting the same. They all taste like a wet sock.
Shit. Yeah.
But anyway, so I saw these. Yep. They're tropical Angry Orchards. And we had cider. Yeah. Morgan picked cider one time. And it was a variety pack, wasn't it? And we really generally enjoyed it. I think we had cider.
I don't remember. You're probably right, but I don't remember.
But anyway, so we had cider and we had a variety pack. And I was like, you know what? We enjoyed the cider. So I'm going to try a tropical version. And it's so summery and springy.
I'm scared.
Don't be.
What does it smell like? Interesting. 5% for this tiny little thing. All right, ready?
Hey!
Cheers.
Boing.
Oh, fuck you. That's good.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a secret?
You've had these before.
No, I bought them, and it was during Stanley Cup playoffs, and I didn't have anything to drink, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start drinking these now.
You wiener.
I drank the entire thing except for these last
This is
two.
good.
They're so good. They're so good. I was really excited, but because like I don't normally like seltzers and like anything in a can, these I will get again.
Consider this a seltzer.
Yeah, but like it's like something in a can. Because usually, like with a sporting event or playing games, it's nice to have something in a can that you can just set on your thing and drink. And I'm like, I found my drink. It's so feckin' good.
It is really good. No wonder before we recorded, I was like, Danielle, I'm nervous. And she was like, it'll be fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Because your bitch ass has already had them.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I had to. It was so, it's so good.
I mean, at least they were good and you didn't have to like keep that a secret.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I would have known if I hated it because I would have been like, all right, here we go.
Yay. Yeah.
I'm sorry I cheated, but whatever.
Fine. Whatever. Forgive you, I guess.
You can forgive me. It's my
I can.
It's my dying wish because you know I die in a week.
God. I'll let you sweat it out. I'll decide if I'm gonna forgive you up until your dying day.
Also, it's gluten-free. Erica can have it.
It is gluten-free. It says that it is pineapple and passion fruit, gluten-free, 5% for the can, and it's 160 calories for this bad boy.
This is what I look like normally.
Honestly.
It's
really
really delicious.
Poop face.
No, my poop face is like
I know, but like make that face again. Twins.
This is great. And like if
it is really good. I keep drinking it.
Yeah, it's really, really delicious. Yeah. This is like one of the best alcohols I've had in a while.
It doesn't taste like alcohol, and I think
it's
that's
like
why.
Juice. Yeah.
I usually like Angry Orchard is hit or miss for me because I don't like the taste of beer, and some ciders have an aftertaste.
They have like
of
a beery. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can like just a tiny bit taste the beer in this, or the cider, I guess, whatever. But it's like
just a little
bit.
Like
and
it still tastes like alcohol. Yeah. It still tastes like alcohol, but it has it's like enough fruit flavor that it's enjoyable to drink.
So I agree.
It's really, really good.
What do you rate these on? What do we do? 1 to 10 or 1 to 5? I always forget.
I don't know. I think we do a bit of both.
All right, let's do 1 to 10. What would you rate it?
All right. Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to do a 3, 2, 1?
I don't care.
Do you need
I have mine.
Okay. Mike's doing laundry because he's the boss. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
We can hold our hands up.
I was like, what are we just yelling it out? What are we doing?
Chaos. I'm sorry. Chaos.
All right. I'm ready. I have to count on my fingers.
I'm ready. All right. On go. 3.
On go. Okay.
2, 1. Go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're so good. I mean, like,
they really are good.
They're really, really good. I don't know what would be a 10 for me. Maybe the Snoop Dogg wine, but this is fucking delicious.
I don't know what would be a 10 for me. I feel like I'm also saving. I feel like I'm saving the 10 for like a oh shit moment. Like the pumpkin wine or the pumpkin pie or apple pie wine that we had.
Yeah, that was really good.
That
was like surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like
for this.
Those are like one of those things where you're like, I don't know how this is going to be.
You want to know something?
Is Santa Claus out there?
No, the Amazon truck is, but your birthday present just got delivered.
What the frig?
I'm really
I
excited to give
hate
you
that you're
your
laughing.
because I didn't know what to get you. I did not get you books because I feel like that's what I've gotten you the past couple of times.
I mean, I got you a book for Christmas.
Well, yeah, I also got you a book for Christmas, and I feel like I got you a book for your last birthday.
Whatever, I like books.
Well, I know, but I wanted to get you something that's not gonna just sit on your shelf for 3 years until you fucking read
Rude.
it. Tell me I'm wrong, though.
No? Okay, now I'm freaking gonna read those 2 books that you got me for Christmas. Sucker.
About fucking time.
I want
But I
to.
got you. I'm so excited to give you what I got you.
I'm so nervous. Oh my god, I'm so nervous now.
I'm so
The
excited.
fact that she's evil laughing makes me the most
No,
nervous.
I think you're gonna love it, and I think you're gonna laugh, and it's kind of like an inside joke. So
Great. Fantastic. I can't even fucking wait. Lord Jesus. Anyway.
But anyway, sorry. So sorry.
No, it's
Off
okay.
topic.
Get this effing alcohol. It's perfect for the summers.
It really is perfect for like the summer. You're on the beach, or you're just like sitting out back grilling or whatever.
Yeah, perfect. If you're not a fan of beer, get this. Big recommendation.
Like,
Good
I don't
on
like
you.
beer, and I'm recommending. So
Good on you, Angry Orchard. You're doing the thing.
is this new, or has this been out for a while?
I'm
and we
not
just never
sure.
tried
I
it?
saw it on the shelf at Target, and I was like, ooh, getting it.
Angry Orchard. What
Thanks,
is this?
Mike.
Tropical. I feel like too the summertime. So like the last time when I got those really fucking strong alcohol,
Yeah.
like bottle things, when I went to my liquor store to find something to drink, they had so many options that I feel like now that summer's here, we're gonna have a bunch of different.
We're gonna have a plethora.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of like drinking things and like summer flavors, Mountain Dew just came out with their new flavor, their new summer flavor, and it's a Bomb Pops.
Like an alcohol drink, or
No,
like just a flavor?
soda, just a soda flavor.
We still have to try the
Yeah, I don't even know if they sell them in New York.
Google
I don't think they do. You could
Baja
probably just order them
Blast
online.
alcohol.
Which,
I mean, we could also just find out what alcohol is in it and get a Baja Blast and
just mix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the new Mountain Dew flavor.
What does it say?
It's Bomb Pop.
Oh, Bomb Pop. Interesting. Is it good?
Summer Freeze. Yeah, it's delicious. Mike wanted me to advertise the Mountain Dew. If you guys have any recommendations for any drinks that you want us to try, please let us know, because that also helps us to not go to the store and just be like, lee-loo. So
I'm just trying to see.
So yeah, just leave it in the comments. DM one of us. DM the podcast page. We'd love to hear any of your recommendations. And don't troll us and give us like a fucking Oscar Mayer wiener flavored alcohol.
Okay, Atlas. Damn. Wasn't that her that did that?
Yeah, that shit's funny. I think that would taste like absolute doo-doo cheeks.
I would try it for the views. I'm not gonna lie. I would absolutely give it one fucking just a little taste.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a tiny bit one, and then I'd puke probably because it's gonna taste like ass.
I would probably cry.
Confused, though.
Like,
I would do it.
Mom, please get those tastes out of my mouth.
Oh my god.
Oh lordy.
Good choice, Danielle.
Thank you. This is my one good choice. It probably will not happen again for another 5 years.
At least you've had a good choice. I feel like mine have tasted like ass.
Oh no.
Don't lie.
I'm not lying. I think those mixed drinks in the boxes would taste good if you just need a mixer. They're just super fucking strong.
And the Cutwater things that I got, like we didn't try them on here, but when I brought them over to your apartment when we got wings.
I liked them. I got really drunk.
Yes, because they are fucking strong.
Yeah. Whatever. So,
Excuse me, so sorry.
What did you read this month?
I had a really good reading month in terms of the amount that I read. As far as, well, the content, I think I started out shitty and then got better from there. Um, so in my book of the month box last month, I got The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. Right? Megan Miranda, yeah.
What's the
That was the fucking dumbest thriller I've ever read. It was so confusing. I actually had,
Wait,
hold on,
what's the cover look like? I'm gonna Google it. Oops.
it's, you'll recognize it. I had, how many? I feel like I had a ton of people like and comment saying like, "Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh,
I
yes.
agree."
Yes, 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 yes.
I
Yep.
have 14 likes on it.
On Goodreads?
Yes.
Holy shit, go off.
And only one of them was like someone I knew, which was you. But then someone said The Last to Vanish was the same way. So boring, way too slow for me. Someone else said you absolutely nailed how I felt about this book. I felt like the descriptions and the flashbacks were so confusing. I couldn't visualize the flashbacks either. The orientation of the vans and where they were was so confusing. It just,
Interesting. It
I
just
didn't
wasn't put together well.
know. I liked the idea and the concept because she was like a thriller writer. I gave this book a 2. I don't know if I said that already.
I don't think you did.
She's a thriller writer, and you can tell because she would do like every chapter ended in a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
They were fast chapters, I think, if I remember correctly. But the flashbacks, it was essentially like a Final Girls situation where these people in high school were a part of like this horrible situation where like their they're on like a school field trip and their vans crash and they were like submerged in water or something and they had to get out because
Whoa.
someone was like stabbed or murdered, and then there was like some secret that happened, which honestly I still don't even know what the secret was, and they were like still getting together now as adults to
Mhm.
like be like, yeah, we're the final survivors, blah blah blah, whatever.
Dang.
Dumb.
She also wrote All the Missing Girls. That's
Mhm.
that's like one of her well-known books.
Yeah, I think Christy told me that that book wasn't good. I
Yeah, it's
can't
got a
remember.
3.76 on Goodreads.
Yeah, that was my first book of hers, and I got it because it was on Book of the
Book
Month.
of the month, yeah. She's
And I
got a lot
just
of
was like, mm.
yeah, it seems like they're just okay thrillers. A lot of her books have 3s. It's like average 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Curious. I hate that because like
yeah.
when you go into a mystery thriller, you want to be like, boom, life changed.
Blown away, yeah. And
I think that stems from us just reading a fudge load of mysteries and thrillers and just being fans
Yeah.
of that genre. That
Mhm.
once you read a really, really good book and you like, especially mystery thriller, and you just like you're like, it's like a high. You chase that same feeling after you like get this book that blows
Yes.
your damn mind. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just it didn't do it for me. I think a lot of people had similar thoughts about this book. Don't really care to talk about it anymore. That's how I started my reading month though. So I was like, cool, we're
Great.
on a fucking
Start in April.
roll.
Hot. Not.
Yeah. The next book that I read/listened to was I Will Find You by Harlan Coben, and I've seen his books
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
everywhere, and I wanted to read one, and Liz actually had just previously read this book. I think she ended up giving it I want to say a 4. And I feel like Liz is really hard on her ratings, so if the fact that she gave it a 4, I was like, "Ooh, I'll probably like it." I gave it a 3.5. It was about this guy who was in jail for murdering his son, and he was like adamant that he did not do it, whatever. Um some details come out that his son's not actually dead, so he breaks out of prison to go and find out like what's going on, like if his son's alive. The premise was for him to find his son. It was 3/4 of the book was him breaking out of jail. And then the last quarter was what actually happened to his son. And I was just kind of like,
why do we spend so much time doing the thing that we don't care about?
And I was torn because even in my review, I wrote this because, like, would I have liked it better for him to have easily escaped out of prison? And then I would have been like, well, that's not realistic.
True,
So,
true, true,
like,
true.
I don't really know what I wanted more from this book, I guess.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I just gave it a 3.5, and that was my first book of his. And I listened to it, and the narrator was actually really good. Um, couldn't tell you who it was, but it was a man. But yeah.
What was it called again? Remind me.
I Will Find You by Harlan Coben.
Gotcha. I'm just looking at his like he's got a lot of books. Like
He
a
does,
lot.
yeah.
I've seen The Boy from the Woods.
I tried to listen to that. That's what I think I started. I tried to listen to that and I couldn't get into it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because I wanted to read one of his books.
He has a book called The Match that is curious. But anyway, nice. I have not read any of.
If you end up reading any of his books, definitely let me know. But
I will.
I don't think I'm turned away from reading another one of his books. Like, it wasn't that bad.
Mhm.
I think that's just what my hang up was. It was just a lot of it was him breaking out of jail, and then I was like, okay, what about the rest of the plot? Like, if the book was longer, I don't know. But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh, I'm looking at my review. I'm surprised I didn't rate it lower simply for this. They had like FBI agents that were after him because he broke out of jail. I'm sorry. And they were the most annoying characters. And by that, it was like, so their names were like Max and Sarah, I want to say. And Max would be like, Sarah, do you remember us talking about this? And Sarah would say, yeah, Max, I do remember us talking about that. And Max would be like, oh, great, Sarah. I'm glad that you're on top. Like, they would say each other's names so fucking often. And I was like, do you think that the reader doesn't know who these people are? Because they're really fucking annoying. So I know who they are. And they were just like, I mean, they were just really cocky and really annoying. Like, their personalities were annoying, but their narration, and especially listening to it,
You're
I
like,
was
I've
just
had
like,
enough.
please kill me. Fast forward through this part because I literally don't care. Sorry, I was just scrolling down my review to see if there was anything else.
That's so funny.
Anyway, no more about that book. The other book that I listened to was Never Lie by Frida McFadden.
Oh, another Frida McFadden.
Author. Yeah, she is the author that wrote The Housemaid and The Housemaid Secret. Everybody's raving about that on Bookstagram. I listened to that again. The narrator was really good. Couldn't tell you who it was, but it sounds like she narrates a lot of Frida McFadden's books because I got another one on Audible that I haven't started, but it's the same narrator.
I'm looking up the authors as you say these things. I'm listening to you. I'm just looking up like the other books.
Oh, you're fine. She has a lot of good ratings on her books.
I've been seeing a lot of people reading her backlist and rating them all very high.
A lot of them are on like Kindle Unlimited,
yeah,
and Audible. Yeah, so I've been trying to pick those up. I listened to this one. It was really good. I thought I knew what was going on because it was one of those things where the author sets it up to be pretty obvious in any other normal thriller of like, okay, so this person's initials start with S and they're supposed to be the bad guy, and our main male character right now, his name starts with an S. Like, oh my god, shocking.
It's definitely him.
Right. And that was me the whole time. I was like, this is gonna be so dumb. Like, I figured it out. It's stupid. Completely wrong. Was not. And it shocked me, and I gave it a 4.
Ooh.
It was really good. I loved The Housemaid. I gave it a 5, I think. And then Housemaid Secret, I think I gave a 3 or a 3.5. Because her writing style is just really, really, really good. I enjoy it. Read her backlog, read all of her books, please and thank you. That's it.
Period. Do it.
Right. The next book that I read was Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll, which I've had for a while. And I've been wanting to read it simply because Netflix put out a movie.
It's got Mila Kunis in it.
It has Mila Kunis in it. I don't know why I said her name like that. It has Mila Kunis in it. And I was kind of like iffy about how that was going to be portrayed. Um, Again, a book that I thought I knew where I was going, and I completely did not. I was actually getting my hair done, and Christy had watched the movie, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly. Like it's gonna be one of these," because I thought it was gonna be like a creepy teacher on like a
Yep.
teenage girl kind of situation. Absolutely not. That's kind of what they make you think it is, and then, like, instantly, it's like, "Oh shit, wow, all the signs were there the entire time for this to happen, and you didn't even see it." Kinda like Cover Story in the way that, like, she gave you all of the
Oh,
information,
I'm
and
gonna
you were
need to
just
read that
not
shite.
paying attention.
Fuck.
There are heavy triggers for mass shooting, sexual assault. I think those are like the main two big ones. So just keep that in mind if you would like to pick up this book. I gave it a 4, I think 4 or 4.5. Goodreads says 4. I think I'm gonna stick with 4.
I'm gonna have to read that, borrow that from you eventually
Yes,
someday.
you can. And I watched the movie, and I also enjoyed the movie very much. They did it
Ooh,
justice. They did.
yeah.
They just did a really good job with it. I I loved it. That's what it is. Anyway, next book.
Oh, I'm really excited to read
Next
that.
book. These next 2 are actually this past month, Danny, Lauren, and I got together, went to Barnes& and Noble, as you saw, when we all spent all of our money. Um, and I bought 4 books, but I read 2 this past month. So I read Blackmail and Babinka, which is the 3rd book in Arsenic and Adobo. I think on here I ended up giving it like a 3.5. Her books are very repetitive. They're cozy mysteries, so, like, I'm not expecting a lot when I'm reading them. Like, I really just enjoy getting back into that world.
Mhm,
So even though, like, the last couple of her books have been 3.5s, 3s for me, I'm gonna keep reading and buying the next ones because I just really love this series. I love the characters. I love the character progression because, like, you meet all these characters and then they keep coming back. But in the first book, her best friend gets a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend is like a part of their clique now in book 2, and then she gets a boyfriend, and then he's in this next one, and then you meet his like that kind of progression.
mhm.
Um,
I feel like that's how I am with Finley Donovan. Like, I feel like some people are
mhm.
just like meh about Finley Donovan, but I love those books and they're so cozy and like they're funny.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like she can put out like 20 of those books and I'll still keep coming back.
Yeah, I feel similarly because I don't like cozy mysteries that much, but Finlay Donovan and this series is the only cozy mystery series
Yeah,
that I
they're
read.
just so good.
I feel like I'm getting a little sick, not sick of, because I feel like I haven't read the 3rd book yet, but I'm gonna read it. I'm getting a little tired of the repetitiveness in Finlay Donovan. However, this series is giving me the exact same thing. So
Mhm.
I don't know, just
So
me.
we going off topic of Arsenic and Adobo series.
Yeah.
But one of my friends went to an author event with oh no, there was a Zoom with Cosmino and
Mhm.
she said that she's gonna make one of the novels POV of the
Hero.
nanny. Vero, yeah.
Mm.
So that should be a nice change of
Interesting.
pace. Yeah. This
Yeah.
3rd one I liked a lot. It's like got a different setting. It's
Mhm.
fun. The kids aren't really in it or involved. So it's really
Okay.
interesting. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot, a lot, a lot. So,
I and also with this series, Arsenic and Adobo, she put in the acknowledgments for book 3 that she's got re-signed for another 3 books.
yeah, some more to
So she's gonna
come.
be writing more books, and obviously I'm gonna keep picking them up because I love that every single book of hers has the glossary in the front because it's like a strictly Filipino American story. So they use Filipino like terms, words that like how do I say this? Like they'll speak Filipino and then English. Like
Mm.
you know how people who speak 2 languages kind of do that when they're talking to somebody. Like that's what happens. So she gives you a glossary in the front of like this is what this means, this is what this means. And then she has the recipes in the back for
Oh,
all the
that's so
things that
fun.
she and they're like easy recipes. They're not like pages on pages on pages, you know?
Mhm. Man, we should
So,
have read Arsenic and Adobo for like Boozed and Reviewed and then read and then made a recipe together and
Oh my
recorded
God.
it.
We still, I mean, if you, because you haven't read the first one, right?
I have not.
So you could do that and then we could make one of the recipes in there. I'd be
That'd
down
be
for that.
fun.
Yeah. But
Chaos.
I gave that one, I think I said 3.5. I have 2 more. I'll go through them quickly.
Oh, you're fine.
Um,
You are so fine.
the other book that I got was My Darkest Prayer by S.A. Cosby, which I know you read that one.
Yep, I did read that.
I loved this book.
What did I
I
give it a 3?
I gave it a 4. Um, I loved this book. I love his writing style. I love the way he describes things. I love that he literally just every book of his that I read sets me up in my mind to watch a movie.
Yeah.
And I just love that. I gave this one a 4, and if I rated them or I put them in order, so I Razorblade Tears is forever going to be my number 1 of his. I don't think he could write something else that could top this. Razorblade Tears.
So
My
good.
second is this book, My Darkest Prayer, and then my third is Blacktop Wasteland.
He has another one coming out.
Yes, All the Sinners Bleed
Yeah.
this summer.
This summer? Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I
It's
don't know.
June, I think.
Let me double check. I'm so excited about that.
I'm gonna buy that one so fast. All the
Yeah, his
Sinners
books are really they're
July.
good.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oop.
June
It
6th.
is June 6th. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that one.
I probably
so
will too.
fast.
His books are really good.
But yeah, I just love his book. I love the story. I think Nathan was like a character that I really, really, really loved because he was trying so hard to just kind of keep his nose down, not really get in trouble. And then it was kind of the situation where he was like, fuck, these guys are going to come after me, aren't they? All right, let me kick some ass. All right, let me get my shit back together. All right, now I'm going to go like hook up with this bitch. You know? Like that was very much the vibe that he gave me and I loved it.
That's so true. You literally summed it up so hard. Like
Yeah.
the best.
Um,
oh man.
And then
So
the
good.
last book, and then I'll shut the fuck up.
You don't have to.
I got an ARC from NetGalley. It was an ebook. The American Wife by, oh God, hold on. I got to pronounce this.
This is a historical fiction.
It is Christina
Oh boy.
Lukic Berger. I am not pronouncing that right, but it's slated to come out. Maybe it already came out.
The American Wife, Christina Lukic,
Lukic, you think?
This one?
Oh, April 14th, 2023, it came out.
I came out.
I got
already?
it. Yeah, it's in a series because it says The Diplomat's Wife. And I think book 2 is like coming out in like 2 months.
An American Wife in Paris.
Let me see. Yeah, it's set to come out this year, I think. July 2023. So I don't know if she just had these 2 like ready to go.
Yeah.
But I'm already marked the second one, want to read. I gave this one a 4. I compared it in my review. Hold off on reacting before I go into it. I compared it to The Nightingale. However, for very different reasons. Because our main character is a very strong woman. It's set in the time of World War II. So similar to The Nightingale. Our main character's name is Kitty, and she ends up marrying this guy Edgar, and she's like, this is the love of my life, whatever. And then like World War II happens, and they're in, oh God, I can't remember where they were located, but he's working for like a high up politician, and come to find out, she finds out that he's like working for the people who work for Hitler. And she's like, oh, I have like, she has Jewish friends. She's like very much against the war and everything that Hitler stands for. So she's like, what do I do? So it's similar in the way of the 2 sisters from The Nightingale, like kind of go push back and do all the things to like,
Oh, we love that.
yeah, the resistance and getting things better. And then the ending, I kind of saw it happening, but it was a really, really good ending regardless. And I'm not going to say anymore. You just have to read it. If you liked The Nightingale, I really highly recommend this book. Do not think that you're going to get the same story by any means, but similar of like not plot, I'm sorry, setting,
Setting.
character, as far as like her personality, her strong-mindedness, and just like something that just tugs at your heartstrings. I did
Ooh.
not cry at this book.
Oh.
Let it be known. However, I
Morgan is an
really,
easy
really
crier
enjoyed
too.
this. It was just like I kind of saw it happening, and it took me so long to read this book because I got it on my phone. So I was reading on my phone in bed, and then I would fall asleep. So I would read like 5 pages.
Yeah.
But then I switched it over to my iPad, and I was just kind of like, "Bitch, sit down and read this." And
Read
then I
this
finished it
book.
in like 2 days. So
Nice.
very
Sounds
much
good.
enjoyed it. All right, I'm
Hold on, I
done.
think I need to go up higher. There we go.
I
All
am
right.
done. Your turn.
You had good
have
you had good books. I need to read a Frida McFadden.
You do.
I have the housewife on my fucking shelf right now.
You
I just need
should
more
pick
time
that.
in my life. That's what it is.
You're close to retirement, so maybe you'll have more during retirement.
You're close to retirement. Anyway.
Tell me what the fuck you read. Come on.
I read
Let's go.
9 books.
Oh God.
But I like it. Icebreaker went from March into April, so it's like one of those things. So, first one I read is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. It's my first hockey romance, and I loved it, and there will be more hockey romances in my life. It's very, very sexual, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh my God.
This needs to relax. It's such a good story. I feel like even if there wasn't, I mean, this is just my opinion because I'm usually a bell pepper spice lady when it comes to books. Like, I don't really enjoy the whole sex thing. But I feel like the story in general, if they just were doing it and it was like closed door doing it, the story would have been great. Cause like it's like the main character is a figure skater and the guy she falls in love with is a hockey player. And she ends up partnering up with him and like practicing with him, and they go through like a series of things, and like her partner, her figure skating partner, is kind of toxic, and like they go through the whole college thing. It's really cute. I liked it a lot. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
Just I had a good reading month, like good books.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got an ARC, and it was from Penguin Teen, and it's called Viva Lola Espinosa by Ella Cerrone. And oh my gosh, this was such a good young adult book. I like young adults are like hit or miss. You either they're really just too YA, or they're just like, because I'm an adult, I like, they're catered for middle schoolers, early high schoolers. So this was about a girl who failed Spanish, but she is like an American, like a Spanish American. And she failed Spanish, so her father, as a punishment, sends her to visit her family in Mexico City. And she learns Spanish, but she also learns about like appreciating her family, appreciating her heritage, learning her like just about her family more. And it's really, really good because like she intertwines Spanish throughout the whole thing, and does like you said with arsenic and adobo, she like does the Spanish and then she does American, and like it's so good.
You
And it
mean
made
English?
I mean, yeah, English, sorry, I'm just speaking.
Okay.
and then it's just really good, and it like made me like really, I want to go to Mexico City now because it makes it sound so pretty, and like, oh, I don't know. It was a really, really good, cute YA. So this next book I read is the best mystery I have read this year.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So good. I don't think you would like it, but I
Okay.
loved it. It's called Everyone in My Family Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson.
Yes, I
That book was so good because it sets you up, and then at the end you're like, oh shit, So it's one of those books.
Oh,
I didn't see
okay.
it coming, but I can see you seeing it. I didn't see it. I was like, whoa,
Hmm.
what the heck? And there's a lot of characters, a lot of backstory. Oh, this is why I know you wouldn't like it. Because it's similar to Agatha Christie. And
Ugh.
he does the thing where at the end, he
Oh yeah,
reviews
no.
everything that happens and
Mhm.
how it actually was what was actually going on that you didn't see.
No.
Yeah, so that's why I know you wouldn't
There it
like
is.
it. Yeah. I was like, there's a reason why Morgan wouldn't like this, and I don't know why right yet. But yeah, it's very Agatha Christie. You go through this whole thing that happens, this whole crime. Everything, people die, things happen. The narrator is so good. So I did audio and physical because there's a lot. A lot goes on. Like it's a book. It's something else.
It's a book.
But it's
Okay.
so good. If you're patient and listen and read and really pay attention, it's freaking so good. And like the author breaks the fourth wall and is like, on page 203, there's going to be a death and I'll remind you about it. And he like has little anecdotes about that in the book, and it makes it so interesting and so fun. I don't know. I highly recommend that book, and I think everyone should read it. It's so good. It's becoming,
Except me.
except for Morgan, because Morgan wouldn't like it. I'm warning her now. But if you really want to read it, I have a copy.
No, that turned me off completely just by you saying Agatha Christie.
But they're making an HBO Max show. Currently in the
Okay.
making. So I'm excited. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do the way the writing is.
Mhm.
How he's like he references page numbers and like he references like specific things, and I'm wondering how they're gonna do that with the
I wonder if
characters.
they'll have like a narrator that's not connected to the story at all.
Or
Just come in
yeah.
or like narrate over and
Mhm.
just be like, this is about to happen.
That's an interesting way to. We talked about it in my book club because this was one of my book club reads. And they were thinking that they might have the characters do the gym thing where they look in the camera and they like pause what's gonna happening
Oh,
and
yeah.
then have the character talk.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna make it. So pretty exciting. Everybody should read that book. Freaking so good. So good. And it's really funny. It's like cozy mystery, but like not. I don't know. It's really good. Then I read Things You Save in a Fire by Catherine Center, which you know me, I love my Catherine Center moment. This was so freaking good. I just feel like every book I'm gonna read by her is gonna be a 5 because it's just like her books always have a strong woman. She goes through these things and like she gets stronger. She has an arc. Oh, it's so good. So, Thing You Save in a Fire is about a female firefighter. And she goes through in the beginning it talks about how she like goes through the whole like this is a male professional seen as a male professional job, and she works hard and she's seen as like the best firefighter. Something happens. She punches a man at an award show.
As you should.
And there's a reason for it. And this is the whole how
Probably.
everything
Yeah.
happens. So she gets her job transfer because of this punching this man. Ends up back in her hometown to take care of her mom. And so she being back in her hometown, she like learns about family, she finds love, which obviously it's a romance, no spoilers.
Right.
And then
Yep.
like things happen at this new fire station, and she like kind of starts anew because like she's got to like show herself to these men that she's working with, and like it's really freaking good. I loved it. I just really loved the main character. I thought she was so strong, and I just really appreciate when just like the whole idea of being in a male workplace where she still can like show up and be like part of the community and still be a badass. So that was my favorite part about the book. I loved it.
Okay.
Highly suggest Catherine Center if you like romances. It's usually closed door and like sometimes a crack. So
A crack?
yeah, like a crack, like you can see a little bit.
Like a butt crack?
Yeah.
She writes about booty cracks?
So yeah, that's another 5. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I'm sorry I read so much. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Quit it.
then I read The Connolly's of County Down by Tracy Lang, who also wrote the Irish family book.
We Are the Brennans.
Yes. She wrote
Okay.
that. I have not read that book yet. I'm not usually a family drama lady. I hate family dramas.
We know.
I could not put this book down. Started it, finished it in like 2 days. It
Weren't
was
you reading? I'm sorry. Weren't you reading that when we got together for our like?
Yes. I
remember
finished
you
it the
talking to
next
Lauren about
day. I finished it the next day. It was so good. I don't know what it was about that book, but it was one of the best family dramas I've read. I think it's because I had like I literally couldn't tell you, but I read that as a buddy read for the Celadon, sent out copies, and they assigned us Instagrammers that we would read together with. So I met whole new people and we all read it together, and it was a really fun experience. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. But we all got physical copies except for me. I never got one.
Get fucked.
I was like, what the heck? I think it got lost in the mail. I was like,
no, they didn't send it.
Our buddy read got delayed so hard, and I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. So, it's about our main character was in jail for a reason. And it starts when she's on her release date, and she goes back to her family after her jail time, and you kind of like get the resentment from her family, and like we find out why she went to jail, and then she like she finds love, and there's like this whole like integrating back into society, and then like you'll find out about like her family, like her sister and her brother and his son, and like what happened to their parents, and it's all this huge thing. And I don't know, it was so good I couldn't put it down. I think that you would like it, Morgan.
Interesting.
It's really good. I don't know.
I don't know
how, I just am not a family drama person, but that was so good. I don't know, I gave it a 4. It was freaking super good. And I powered through that book. I don't know. And then I accomplished a goal. I accomplished a goal.
We remember.
I did it. And I'm so proud of myself. And you know what? I think accomplishing reading it is better than the actual book.
Rip.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just too long. Anyway, we're talking about The Priory of the Orange Tree, and that shit is like this thick.
I remember, I think Chris read that book.
Chris DNF'd it.
And you remember he DNF'd it because he asked me if like either of us wanted that book. And I was like, fucking not me.
And I was like, yes, give it to me.
Wait, is that his copy?
Yep.
Oh no. Did you have to tell him that you hated it?
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. No. I didn't hate it. I just think that like I would have enjoyed it more if it was broken up into a series. And it was like 2 or 3 300-page books. I think it would have hit harder. I think it would have been more exciting to go through the series and be excited about the next thing, because the way it's written, it could have easily been 2 to 3 books. There's like, and they go through these characters and they're divided by the East and the West, and that could have been the first 2 books. Like you could have gone introduced to the East, then introduced the characters in the West, and then the last book could have been the very end, 200, 300 pages. And
so
like,
how many pages was this book?
800.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a big bitch. I think it was 890 something.
Let's see.
But it was good. Like it starts off, and like I was like, I'm gonna start this off, and it's gonna be character world building, and it's gonna be so boring. I was wrong.
Sorry to interrupt. The Kindle edition says 848 pages.
Yeah, it's long.
So around there.
It's long.
It's long.
It's long.
Okay, but the real question here is how long did it take you to read it?
So what I did, because I didn't want to spend my whole month on this book.
Yeah.
So I divided it I did the 20 pages the entire month. So I read the whole thing in a month. So I did 20 pages a day. and then I would read something else. So ideally, it could have taken me, I think I probably could have read it in 3 weeks if I sat down and actually read it. Maybe
You
2.
definitely read over 20 pages, though.
Yeah, because I finished it early because it got to the end part, and I was like, "Oh, wait, I wanna know what the fuck's gonna happen."
Okay.
So I ended up listening one day to the whole entire rest of the book.
Oh, so you weren't physically reading the whole thing. You were listening to
I
it
was
too.
listening and reading because
Okay.
sometimes I would, like, forget to
Mm.
listen to it at work, and
Mhm.
I would end up reading the 20 pages at home.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
I don't think I could have done it if I didn't do the
Mm.
audio.
Yeah.
'Cause it was good. Like, the story was good, but I just think I would've hit harder if it was just separated into 3 books. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was really long, and, like,
Mhm.
they repeated a bunch of things because you had to, because the book is so aggressively long. Like, you can't not repeat things when you're doing something that thick. So, I don't know, it was cool. There's a lot of badass female warrior ladies that
Mhm.
were cool, and there was, like, this one woman who was, like a, warrior, and she, like, had fire powers, and then another girl who rode dragons, and she was a badass, and they all had, like, in the end, whatever, I'm not gonna spoil it, but anyway. Oh, it was
I mean,
really
I don't care.
it was good, but it was, like, it could have been better. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people gave it 5s, but,
Not you.
not me. I've read better fantasies. I don't know if I'm gonna read the sequel yet. If I do, I'm gonna wait until it's paperback because imagine holding
Oh.
something like that that's hardcover.
Wait, how big is the
It's about the
sequel?
same size.
Okay,
Big.
hold on.
I think it's a prequel.
Oh, it is a prequel. But she's has book 2 untitled.
Oh boy.
Let me see. This says 880 pages hardcover.
Yeah,
That cover is really pretty though.
it's so pretty. Same with Priory. The Priory is so pretty.
And then untitled is just untitled clearly.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I
this
feel like it's gonna be another 800-page book.
probably
That girl's got a lot in her head, apparently.
use. Oh, she doesn't even have like how many pages it is yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, she's probably in the start of the process of writing it or, like, in the middle, because she just released that book not too long ago.
Oh, wait. Okay. So on the Goodreads page of the untitled one,
Mhm.
the author commented and said, you won't be hearing any details about this for a few years. And she commented this in October of 2022.
Ooh, okay.
I need a little breather from the Doorstoppers, primarily to focus on my 5th and 6th Bone series books. So she's writing another
Oh,
series.
okay.
Thank you so much. Blah 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 blah. This will be another prequel rather than a sequel to Priory. I'm hoping to write a sequel one day to finish the cycle of books, but I want to show you more of the world's history and the origins.
Oh, okay, so,
So it's gonna be another,
another prequel. Huh,
yeah,
that's curious. Yeah,
interesting.
it's interesting because, like, I liked the world and the characters, but,
Hmm.
like, God, they're so long, and you have to commit.
Yeah,
You have to commit.
you really do.
So, I mean, like, I think maybe I'll get it when it comes paperback. We'll see, because the
Yeah.
cover is really freaking pretty. I'm
Hmm.
keeping Priory because the cover is beautiful.
Yeah, hang on to it.
So, I'm not reading it again. You bet your bottom
Fuck that.
dollar I'm not gonna spend another but
Fuck
I
that.
did it was okay. I didn't hate it. It was just, was it worth the time?
No.
I'm not
Mhm.
entirely sure.
Okay.
Okay, and then holy shit, we're gonna fly through these.
Okay.
I read Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and I read it because we did a Zoom with the author, and holy shit, this woman is delightful as fuck. She's like, we get in the call, and usually, like, when you do an author chat, you, like, have them introduce themselves and, like, say a little bit of themselves, and she's like, I don't know what the hell to say about myself, you guys. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she was just so nice and so down to earth, and we ended up at the end talking about potatoes. Like, that's how, like
Okay.
that, and she was telling us how, like, we were like, "What's your favorite type of potato?" And she was like, "I have to be honest, you guys, tater tots are the worst."
Wow.
It was really fun.
Disrespectful.
I don't know. She was so fun, and, like, so Better Than the Movies is her YA, That's the only one I could read to get into this. She has a lot of books. She
Mhm.
has adult and young adult. I love this book. It was so good. It was about she is a bookish main character, and she wants to go to prom with her childhood crush who just moved back into town. And the only way she can get closer to him is by being closer, well, fake dating her next door neighbor.
Fake dating trope. Here we go.
It was so cute. Obviously, she ends up with the neighbor at the end, and it's made my heart so happy. It was really freaking cute, and it had a playlist with it. Oh my gosh, it's so delightful. And it didn't, I know it sounds super YA, but it was not like, oh my god, it was so good. I loved it
Okay.
so much. Okay, and then I read Legends of, I gave that Lynn Painter book a 5.
Okay.
Legends Lattes by Travis Baldree. This book is so good. I was like so surprised. And it's about literally a monster lady making a coffee shop. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it's the coziest, most zen book I've read in my life. You literally don't even have to pay attention to it that hard to understand what the fuck's going on. It's so great. It's the best book. I loved it so much. It's so good. And there's a cat, and there's a, a gnome that plays. Is he a gnome? I don't know. I can't remember. A troll? I don't know. But this sweet troll who plays chess with a ghost, and then there's like a love story. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, and there's a mouse that cooks the sweet bakery treats with them.
Oh my god.
So delightful. If you like fantasy and really, really cozy reads, I highly recommend it. It's so good. I'm so glad we picked that for Gamers That Read because holy shit, it was great. I don't think I would have gotten it if they
Yeah.
didn't pick it for book club read. I think that's what
That's
pushed
fair.
me to get it because I was like on the fence because we went to Florida and I was like looking around. And I'm like, do I get this book? And I'm like, nah. And then I think it was a sign. His life was like, you need to read this book. And I'm glad I did. I'm so freaking glad I did. And then I ended my month on a low note.
Okay.
I read The Twyford Code by Janice Hallett. Really great premise. Fun setup, bad execution. Real bad execution. It's all voice messages and like you get this whole story and then you get to the end and it's not what you think. But it's so much fucking information that I'm like, got to the end of the book, I closed the book, I'm like, I don't even fucking know if I understood this fucking book.
Those are the worst.
I'm like, did I know? Do I know what's happening? Because I'm not entirely sure. So that's that. So it was good. Like, it's really interesting. I think, like, if you like really complex books that end up, like, kind of blowing your mind, I think I would recommend it. It's another one that's kind of Agatha Christie.
Ugh.
So, this one I didn't enjoy as much, but I think if it wasn't as complex and just too much was going on that at the end I'm like, do I really know what the fuck happened? So thank God
That's
for
the
book
worst.
club because we literally sat with each other and all explained what we read to each other. Cause
Did everybody dislike it or some people liked it?
everyone kind of gave it a 3 or a 4.
Okay.
A lot of
I mean,
people gave
that's-
it 3s. Mr. Campbell
Yeah.
did not like it.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Miss Campbell loved it. Annie was like, I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm like, girl, same.
Yeah.
And then
that's fair.
Liz, my friend Liz, liked it a
Mhm.
lot. So those are the only people who came. Lauren DNF'd it. Mariah didn't finish it in time. So
Yeah.
so yeah. And now we're reading a fantasy book, which should be curious.
I did see that.
So yeah, that's what I read this month. I had a really good reading month. I had a bunch of 4s, a bunch of 5s, and 2 3s. Killing it. What was my favorite? Probably everyone in my family killed someone. Just because it made me excited to read mysteries again. And then I started this month off with a really shit mystery, and now I need a break.
That's fair. I feel like I mean, we've talked about this. Mysteries are hit or miss.
So
That's
hard.
really just
Yeah.
which I feel like if you solely read one genre, that's how everybody feels about their genre, but
Yeah.
mystery specifically, just
Yeah, you either hate it or you love it. There's
yeah,
really no in between.
there's not.
Yeah. Especially, and I think for us too, is that we read a lot of thriller mysteries. Like,
Mhm.
that's like one of our top genres. And
Yeah.
I just think that we've read so many good ones that we just have like this high standard
Yep.
for like really and like what we want and what it excites us. And like
We
once we
could
read
write a book. We could write a mystery.
Yo, we're the Christina Lauren of the thriller world.
We could be.
I feel like
But
you and me
what would our
writing
name be? What would our name be? Would it
Morgan
be
Danielle.
but
I'm
would it
Morgan,
be
you're Danielle.
would it be Danielle Morgan? Would it be Morgan Danielle? What sounds better?
I don't know. Danielle Morgan sounds like an appliance store.
Okay. It kind of does. You're not wrong. Like
We could
like
do this
Danielle
like
Morgan, it sounds like Ralph Lauren.
yeah, it really
Yeah.
does. We could do like our middle names together.
Caitlin Elizabeth.
I mean,
Elizabeth Caitlin.
ooh, that's not bad.
Catch
New
us right in the
novel
next book.
coming soon. Actually, I feel
I
like we would fucking kill ourselves if we wrote a book together. I don't even know. I don't have
I
any
think we'd kill
ideas.
each other.
For sure. But like that would be the
Absolutely.
thriller novel.
Oh my god. I have some ideas.
Oh my god. 2024, baby. New novel.
Yeah. You think it's gonna just take us a year to write a book? You're funny.
2028.
That's better.
Uh,
You are funny.
I think we could probably write a good book, but holy shit.
We
could
have
do
a
the
whole
thing.
group of readers that we could have make read it.
Yeah, right? Lucy, read my book. Carrie, read my book. Erica.
Literally. Just be like, I don't care if you want to read it or not. You are, and you
You're
have to tell
doing
me
it, and if it
if
sucks,
you like it.
thanks for reading.
If it sucks, don't review it.
Give us a 5-star anyway, because you love
Give
us.
us a yeah.
Man, we should really try. We could do this thing where you write a chapter and then I write a chapter.
Oh my god, we could. But here's the thing: are we reading the previous chapter, or are we just continuously going on? Because go ahead.
I feel like you'd have to write the chapter.
Well,
That's
it could
curious.
be something like Home Before Dark.
Yeah,
It's 2 books in 1 book.
yeah, yeah. Because like
We-
we
I
have
think
we could have a
could.
premise and then we come up with an ending and how we get there.
Up to us.
Up to us. That's kind of fun.
Write that down.
Okay. Got it. Lord Jesus. Give us a like if you'd read that book. Subscribe, like. Follow us
We're
on
gonna
Instagram.
lose followers. We're gonna lose followers.
Our new book's coming out 2028.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Promos for it. Well,
So
the whole point of this episode, actually, we do have a point to this episode, not just us talking about this fucking book.
Just talking bullshit.
Blabbing.
We didn't read a book this month. It's the
No.
new 2023 thing for Boozed&Reviewed. We're going every other month for books.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about bullshit on the non-book month. It's not really bullshit.
It is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Yeah.
So, this month, what are we talking about, Morgan?
We are talking about books that have been on our TBR for a long time and why.
So, I have to premise, I have books that have been on my TBR longer. They're in my storage unit.
That's fair. Okay.
Because there's one that instantly came to my mind.
But you don't physically
But I
have
don't
it.
physically have it. Yeah.
I mean, you could talk about it.
Yeah. I can start it off. I've had Discovery of Witches on my TBR, but like literally physically sitting on myself for the longest time. And I like witchy books. Like they're fun. That one's like one of the first witch books I wanted to read and I got. And oh boy, it's been on my TBR for the longest time. I look at it, I'm like, man, maybe I'll read that this month. And I do set it aside for October because that's like the perfect time to read books like that.
Yeah.
And I never end up getting to it. I don't know why. And I think I'm going to make this point for several of these books that I have sitting right next to me. fantasy books, you have to be in a specific mindset to go
Mhm.
into fantasy books. And I think that's more fantasy witchy more than cozy witchy because there
Yeah.
are like romances that are witches.
Yeah.
This one's fantasy and you have to be in a specific mindset. And it's a series, so like if I love it, I got to
Yeah,
get
then
into
you're
another
gonna
season. Yeah. So like that's
spend
why I
more
think it's
money.
been on my on my shelf for the longest just cuz I
Oh.
just have to be in the mood for it. That's a
Mhm.
mood book so hard and think I want to read it in the fall. It feels like a fall book, but not going to happen this year. It's in my freaking storage unit. So,
Yikes. I mean, you could go to your storage unit, can't you?
yeah, I just don't know what box it's in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And that thing is full.
And you're not really that
Full.
determined enough to read it anyway, so.
Not really. Not really. So,
You good?
yeah, I was looking for Mike.
Oh,
Hey,
maybe he left.
I think he's listening to a podcast. Anyway,
Mm.
maybe he left.
Oh, maybe he left, maybe.
It's about time for him to leave me on chaos.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
kidding.
The first book that I have on my TBR is on here for an absolute reason, and everybody will understand why.
Yeah, I saw that on the top of your pile and I was like, oh boy.
It is The Space Between Worlds, and it is a sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah,
Would you?
I,
Because
I
you've
read
read this
I
book,
read
right?
that one. Yeah, there you are.
It's
I found him.
so in 2021, I wanted to do a genre challenge,
We found.
and there he is. And this was the book that people voted for
Oh
I think it was for
yeah,
sci-fi, and I was like, "I'm gonna read 2 books out of each genre, like, for this year." It didn't happen, clearly. It didn't happen. That's how I read The Girl with the Louding Voice, though.
yes,
That's how I
yes.
read a couple things. So, it did help me, but this one just scares me. That's really why it's on here the longest.
It is. I can confirm it is very sci-fi and fantasy. It's interesting though. That's my first book of the month book ever.
Mm.
And I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3, I think. It's very interesting. It's dystopian kind of, but like time travel-y, world travel-y.
That's just I had high hopes for myself.
You know what? It's okay to have goals because you know what? I do the same thing and then by the end of the year I end up just exploding in my face.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Oh,
um
you gave it a 3, yeah.
yeah, it was good, but it was like it's very complex. It's
Ugh,
like dimension world
scary.
traveling. It's
Mm.
curious. And it's like there's like Egyptian stuff in it.
Oh my god.
I don't
This is
know.
making me even more scared to read it.
It's
Maybe I'll
very
suggest it
interesting.
for Mariah's book club, and then I'll have to.
Ooh, that's interesting because I think people in that book club would actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it is
Maybe.
curious. It is a curious book. Yeah,
But yeah.
best way to read a book that you are scared of, make other people read it with you.
Right, and then I suggested it. That's what happened with,
Yeah,
House on
Cerulean,
the Cerulean Sea and
V.
Addie.
Schwab. Yep. I'm
So,
glad that we read V. Schwab because that's another book that I was also scared to read and I did it.
yeah, I'll suggest it next month. I feel like I just never have any suggestions off the top of my head, and I forget to
I think that
put
one
them
would
there,
have
so
really good conversation too. So
okay. Well, I'll suggest it in either your book club or Gamers That Read. So,
perfect.
what's your next one?
Okay, this is interesting. This has also been on my TBR for a long time. It's called Otherworld, and Jason Segel wrote it.
Okay.
And that's the guy from Siegel, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah, Other World.
Yep, it's called Otherworld, and it's a game sci-fi. It's because on the back
Like
it's a new generation of
Ready Player
game.
One.
Yeah. So, I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I love Ready Player One. It says there are no screens, there are no controls. You don't just see it and hear it. You taste, smell, and touch it too. In this new reality, there are no laws to break or rules to obey. You can live your best life, indulge every desire. It's a game so addictive you'll never want it to end until you realize that you're the one being played. Welcome to Otherworld. Where
That sounds
reality
good.
I know. Where reality is dead, step into the future, leave your body behind. I've had this on my TBR for so long. I think I got it off Thrift Books. But I think I got
Well,
it
it's a
um
series. You know that, right?
oh, it is?
Yeah, there's 3 books out.
Oh shit. So yeah, I've had this on my TBR for
That
so
sounds
freaking
really
long. I
good.
know. It sounds really good. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I think I'm just nervous because I love Ready Player One so much and I
We could
want
read it for the pod.
we could. This is a really freaking sounds so delightful. But
Anyway,
yeah.
I mean, that does sound really good.
Yeah.
But I
So
understand your hesitation of, like,
yeah.
Ready Player One.
I I should just read it. I really should because it's like I've had it my eyes on it for a long time and
Mhm.
just but yeah, and if you've read it, please push me to read it if you loved it because I would love to read it. Just
And it
here I
says
am.
on here, the company says Otherworld is amazing. Um, BuzzFeed compared this series to Ready Player One.
And I think that's why I bought it.
Mhm.
So,
Boy.
yeesh.
I think I would be interested in reading that if you would like to ever explore reading that in
For
the
this?
pod.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. Watch us hate it.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Um, the next, so let me just preface. I had a problem when I first started Book of the Month. So the rest of my books are from Book of the Month because I would just get whatever the mystery thriller was and not explore any other genres and just get it just to get it. Like I would never skip ever. I was like, no, I need a new
Oh.
book. So
I think
these
I
next
currently have that problem.
I have been better about it because I told myself I needed to chill the fuck out. And there was one year, I think it was last year, that I bought all the credits outright. Like I just bought 12 credits.
Oh, and you just
And
suck to
well, no. That's what I thought was going to happen. I bought 12 credits and I was like, okay, so now I'll have that. So then when I want to go and get a book, I'll just be like, no, like I only have 1 credit this month. Well, it doesn't work like that. You have 12 credits. So if you want to buy 3 books every single month, it's free for you essentially. And that's what my mindset was. So I ran through 12 credits in about 4 months. So then I bought more credits and then I was like, no, I need to stick to a monthly one because this is not good for my wallet. So I had a problem, okay? These next ones are all Book of the Month books. This book, Girl A
Hmm.
by Abigail Dean, I think Liz DNF'd it and I'm scared. And I think it's about sexual assault.
Liv read that. Pretty sure Liv read that.
Liv? What
Yeah.
did I just say, Liv or Liz?
You said Liz.
Okay, that's what I meant. You
Yeah.
said Liv and I was like, didn't I just say that? So I think you're right, but Liz DNF'd it and we talked about it. Or maybe I can't remember, but she did not like this. And it's about sexual assault, I believe. Oh, it's about her parents were like serial killers or like they did bad things and she escaped. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I remember that being on Book of the Month, and I almost got that
Mhm.
one because it sounds good.
Oh, I'm scared because Liz didn't like it. That's why I'm scared. Because it's just kind of been like, oh, I'll read it some other time. I'll read it some other time. And then Liz was like, oh, do you have this book? And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I think she was trying to pawn it off on me because she was like, oh, do you have it? Do you want it? Um, and I'm just scared. It's literally from 2021. February 2021
Yeah.
is, yeah, I'm
The
scared.
struggle. Well, on the
Scared.
theme of being a psychopath and getting Book of the Month, and on the theme of I need to read this book because why am I not reading it?
Yes.
I
Oh my
know
God.
you said the third book, and I'm like, man, she's gonna be like, Danielle, why haven't you read this book yet? This has been on my TBR for so long.
I really think that you'll like it. I would be honest with you if I had any concerns that you would not like it. I think it's a cozy mystery and you are going to absolutely love it. And there's a wiener dog.
I know, look at him.
There's a wiener dog, there's a restaurant, there's a bakery, there's
I
all
know
the like all the
all the
food related
elements.
things.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like all the elements of things that I just
Oh,
enjoy in a book.
fuck.
Did it come off?
No, it like I just bent it back though. That hurt.
Um, Yeah, I just don't know why I haven't read this yet. I know I'm gonna love it. I know it.
Yeah,
I just need to read it. It's
you
so
do.
short. Why am I not
It
reading it?
is. It's not long at all.
There's no reason for me to not read this. It's just
There
me being a
isn't.
psychopath. But yeah, I think it's on my
You need
23
to.
and 23.
Okay.
So, and if it's not, I'll substitute something else out for it because I do really need to read this.
You do. As soon as you read the first one, I will not pressure you to read the second or the third. But I feel like because I gave the first one a 5,
I know.
it was just so cute and so like, but not so much cute because it's an actual mystery. It's just kind of like an easier mystery.
Yeah, it's an easy read.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do
you
need to
got
read
to.
this. It's going to happen.
It will. All right. This next one is another book of the month one.
Yep.
What comes after? This is April 2021. So we're still this is the poor decisions,
April
but
2021.
yeah. But look at how this one's thick.
Yeah.
This one is 400 pages, so I'm scared. And the synopsis, whenever I come back to like pick up a book, I'll look at them. I'll look at all of these and be like, I should read that one. I pick it up and I open it and I'm like, I'm not interested. But it has been compared to This Is Us.
Oh,
And I think I'm also scared that I have high hopes
yeah.
because I love that series so much.
Yeah. Interesting. My friend Sam, her birthday
Hmm.
is this weekend, and I sent her a book, and that was on her list. I almost got it for her.
It's yeah, I just skimmed through the synopsis because I'm like, oh, it's all right. But I got it because again, I think it's like a mystery. I think
Yeah.
it's more of a mystery than a thriller,
Yeah.
but I got it because it was the mystery option. There's a theme here, guys. There's a theme.
And like the problem with Book of the Month mysteries is that they're always either because like we did get the collective and we love the collective. Don't get us
Hmm.
wrong, there are some mysteries on Book of the Month that are
Yeah.
bomb, but a lot of
Vampires
the
Play
times,
Tears.
yeah, a lot of the times they're not that great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like when you get a mystery, because like we got one this month for our pick and Book of the Month, and I saw something get given a 2, and I am so nervous now.
We're not
But
outing me right now. We're
but
not.
but there are a bunch of other people who gave it 4s. So
Well, everybody else gave that other book a fucking 5, and I hated that shit. So I think this author is just
you're giving him a shot though, and I'm proud of
shut
you.
up.
All right.
No.
Anyway, on the theme
What's your
of
next one?
the thrillers and mysteries being just okay, and I have not read it yet. Um, I have.
I have that book.
Oh, we could read this together.
I think it's out in my living room. Hold on, let me look at my
I
pictures.
think you do. I think you
I
do.
think I do.
But
I do have it. I think I'm scared to read that too because it's just who are the
it's
authors?
well, Gur Hendricks.
Yeah,
And
those two together, I feel like I haven't seen good ratings of their books.
I know. Didn't one of these was this one of them was a Book of the Month book.
Yes, it was the oh my god, I can see the cover.
Yeah, it's white
Like a
and
white
white
and
and
it has gold.
gold. Yeah. Well, I don't know
Yep.
what I can't remember what the title is, but yeah, this has been on my TBR for so long. I think I bought this the first Maine Mike and I went together.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's been on my thing, but I just read the first sentence and now I'm like, whoa. Okay, it says seeking women ages 18 to 32 to participate in a study on ethics and morality. Generous compensation and anonymity guaranteed. Whatever. When Jessica Ferris signs up
Whatever.
for a psychology study conducted by the mysterious Dr. Shields, she thinks all she'll have to do is answer a few questions, collect her money, and leave. And then there's a question 1, question 2, question 3. So
Interesting.
it's
We could
got
read that for the pod too.
got a good premise. Got
We
a
have
great
books
premise.
that we can read for the podcast that we own and that we would,
We don't
so
have to go and spend money.
yes,
Which
we have options.
we love to spend our money in books.
Well, yes, but
Yeah, no reason, just that it's a thriller. I'm nervous. But and like again, I think it's because I've seen low ratings for these two paired together.
Yeah. I don't
And
know. I don't know.
I mean, Barnes and Noble doesn't put books on the annex for nothing.
Wow, get wrecked. Damn.
Well, I have another book annex on my TBR too.
Oh boy. Okay. We have 2 more. So we just did our top 5, and these were just they also were all sitting next to that. Like you can see where my bookshelf is empty.
Yeah.
They're all sitting next to each other. This one was another book of the month. This was September 2021. I genuinely can't tell you what this book is about. I have no idea. I think it was literally just a mystery thriller. It Oh wait, when a late night act of vandalism targets the women of the book club in increasingly violent and personal ways, some of the Cottonwood it's fucking neighbor drama,
I think my mom got that book.
but it's about a book club too, so I think that might be why I got it.
It could be interesting. It gives me
It just I don't know.
it gives me Thursday Murder Club vibes.
Didn't you not like that book?
I give it a 3. The old people were hilarious. Fucking
This is
hilarious.
And the people in the book club read thrillers and mysteries. So I think I was in my element getting this book and then never touched it.
All right. So I have 2 more just cuz I said one before.
Yeah.
But they're both fantasy. I'll just do the one that I got from Book of the Month. So this
that's
is
recent.
This November 2021.
Oh, what?
Yep.
I feel like that's recent.
Yeah, I've had this for a while, and I got this after we saw Seven Rings. Because that was the same time that came out, and it sounds just like similar thing. And I was like, I need to get this. This sounds like Seven Rings. I love that movie. I'm gonna put myself in the element again. And
my element again.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna love this book, but again, it's fantasy, and you gotta be in the right mindset.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be so delightful. I just don't know why I haven't picked it up. Half British Reaper, half Japanese. Yep, not gonna even try to say that word. Do you want to try?
Jesus Christ. Shinigami? I don't know.
But yeah.
Hold on. Google will tell me. Google. Okay, say it. How do I have him to say it?
So for the people who, and I knew we were gonna do this because I don't know if I've been saying it, but for the people who are listening on audio, this is The Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker.
Oh shit. We haven't even been saying. Oh my god.
I know. We can just go through all of them at the end.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
for
so
people
this one
on audio.
Sorry, people on audio. But this is Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker. It was a November 2021 pick, and I haven't read it yet just because you gotta be, me specifically, you have to be right in the right mindset for fantasy. So
do you want to read your other books titles?
So before that was An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen?
Sure.
Yeah, that one. And then it was Arsenic and Adobo, which I know I said that.
Yeah.
Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manasala. And then Otherworld by Jason Segel. Yep. And then Discovery of Witches, I don't know who that is by, because I don't have it on me physically.
That's okay. And I'll read mine after I share this last one. This last one is embarrassing. This is my first ever book of the month. Because you got me for Christmas 2020, you got me like 3 or 6 months.
Yep.
For book of the month. And I was like, fuck it. I just want to get a book just to get a book. And that's where my issue started right there. So I blame you, honestly. Anyway, this is The Survivors by Jane Harper. It's literally been since I got back into reading and since joining Book of the Month, this is my very first one. It's January 2021. I'm scared. This is also a thick one. She has so many books coming out. Oh, the font is actually pretty big, so it's actually not that big. Um, it's sounds like a very basic mystery thriller, if I'm honest. I'm just I got it because I wanted to get a book because I was like, "Oh my god, now I can get Book of the Month. Oh my god, this is so exciting." Here we are. Um, so that's my last one. The other one was The Neighbor's Secret by L. Allison Heller. What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins. Girl A by Abigail Dean. And The Space Between Worlds by Micah Johnson.
Yeah. So
Sorry for listeners.
yeah,
Awkward.
sorry for our
Oh
or
my
like
god.
actual audio listeners. We are terrible. But anyway, so those are our 5. Convince us to read them, please. And then maybe we will. Cause like they're gonna be ones that sit on our shelves for
for
a
even
hot second.
longer.
Yeah.
I feel like of these 5, we should dedicate this year to trying to read at least one of them.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I mean, I am like so dedicated to trying to get these 2 read.
Okay.
Like I could totally get them done.
I feel like
It's unfortunate
I'll
though,
try for
Morgan,
these
you
too.
don't have like a mix. They're all just thrillers.
Because that's why I prefaced in the very beginning of like, except for this one, except for this
The
just
one.
random fucking sci-fi, they all were around the same time of like, I just was only reading mystery thrillers and I would only get the book of because I was like, oh, Book of the Month has one thriller option. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna get it.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
didn't have self-control and I didn't have dignity for myself, apparently.
Do you feel, and this is just a scientific theory question,
Oh boy.
what do you think helped change your genre preferences?
Um, I I feel like once I started exploring, and let me go back now to fucking. I'm just gonna see where it kind of changed.
Yeah, mine definitely started changing last year. And I think that is because I joined that book club with those
Mm-hmm.
girls and we read a lot of different genres.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I started to like romance a lot more.
So I can definitely see a change where I'm reading like thriller, mystery, blah 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 blah, and then I read The Midnight Library for your book club,
Yep.
and then from there I went into Where the Crawdads Sing, Ready Player One, back to thrillers a little bit, Dark Matter, back to thrillers, Una,
Wow.
um,
Una.
sort of,
Mm.
yeah, sort of back to thrillers a little bit. But then, so that was in like end of 2020, beginning of 2021. Then I read Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and then I read Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, which is a
Romance.
romance-ish.
Yeah. No, I'd say romance. Yeah.
And then here is where I started. I'm saying here as if I'm pointing, but here I read The Girl with the Louding Voice and Clap When You Land. Those were the 2 fiction picks
Yep.
of that. Um, they both die at the end. I think mid 2021 is sort of where it started changing because I'm still like interspersing like thrillers and like One
Which,
Last
well, I
Stop
mean,
was
that's your favorite
yeah.
genre. Even though, like, you have changed, you're still gonna, like, intersperse what you know and what you love, you know? It's like nostalgia.
Yeah. I think definitely in 2021 I started changing and like incorporating different genres just a little bit,
Mhm.
but I don't think until last year I started actually reading like historical
Historical fiction.
fictions, more YA, little romance, and by romance I mean Colleen Hoover.
Yeah,
Like, don't get it twisted.
yeah.
Um, so I think definitely last year is where like the big change happened, but you can kind of see it a little bit in
Yeah,
2021.
you're, like,
It's interesting
starting
to
to.
look at this.
Mhm. Yeah. I feel like I've been like always been one to like explore different genres. Like I've always been like
Mhm.
I like sci-fi because I loved dystopian like books. I
Mhm.
remember in college when we were on like break and we went on vacation, I plowed through um the Fifth Wave series, I think that was, or I can't remember. It was a dystopian series and I
Mhm.
plowed through it and I like no in college I read for school. That was about
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I
So
like
interesting.
definitely see myself like I have so much more. I branched out so much more and I love it. I'm so glad that I did because
Yeah.
like there's so many good books that I never would have thought to read about like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's so fun.
I think, yeah, definitely 2021 me would have been shocked that like I don't read thriller mysteries nearly as much anymore.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It
But
really
that's
is
so
crazy.
good.
Like, yeah, I think thriller mysteries are kind of like my comfort genre of like when I just need to read a book and I know what I like. Obviously, we have comfort authors, which we could kind of do that for an episode of
Yeah.
like who are our comfort authors of like you know that they're gonna get you out of a the fuck are you doing?
DJ Clone.
Oh, it just shows you like inching away.
I know. I was
That's
trying to be
literally.
better about it. These are like
Um,
all of my comfort authors.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I totally get that. Cause like I know like I literally just said to you, I think I texted it to you. I was like, I read a shitty mystery, so now I need to give myself a cozy, loving romance in between all these books that I need to
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this just goes to show that I'm a unhealthy person and I need to read my books.
An unhealthy person is not how I would describe. You are a collector of okay, books that fall all over the ground.
I am a collector.
Yeah.
I am going to read these. When?
Uh-huh.
These two have high potential for being read this year.
The
Other
rest of them
three,
are going back
not
on the
so much.
shelves. Going back on the shelves.
I did have one that I didn't mention just because like we were doing the other one, but it's called School for Psychics. It also has an annex sticker. Um Another fantasy. So yeah. Lordy.
I have an announcement for our listeners because we're talking about expanding on genres
What the
and how
fuck is gonna happen?
you already know.
Okay.
I am currently reading a fantasy book. I
Oh,
know,
I was like,
shocking.
what the fuck are you gonna say right now?
I actually have a book that's coming out next week and it's a fantasy. Dun dun
Surprise,
dun.
motherfuckers.
I am currently reading a YA fantasy,
Morgan's
and that's
changing.
all I'm gonna say. That's it.
No
You'll
more
just have to tune
information.
in next month to see if I liked it or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Ooh.
I am. Or you could go on Goodreads. I guess you could look there too.
You should come back next week and next month anyway to read with us because the book we're reading, a lot of you have already read.
What are we
And
reading, Danielle?
do we want to announce it right now?
I thought you were going to.
Oh, we
That's where I
can.
thought you were
I don't
going.
think anybody listens to us this far anyway. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
tell the people.
I will tell them. Hold on.
Anyway. Oh, if she doesn't come back, hold on. Let me see if I can find her
All right,
Christmas.
back. Whoop,
Fuck.
I peeped it a little.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
okay.
This is what we're reading this month. Are you ready?
It's Ice Planet Barbarians. I'm sorry.
We're reading the Gray Seer. Yeah. A lot
Yes.
of people love this book.
And some hate it.
Absolutely hate it. I'm curious how we're gonna go. So,
It's interesting.
yeah. Let it be known. I bought this at a library sale for $1.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. Where is it? This shit is signed by the fucking author.
Oh my god.
I know. I got it for $1.
Someone really hated it then.
I know. I'm like, damn. So, yeah. Library sale,
Damn.
a goddamn $1. And it's already got my thing on it, but
I got my
we'll
copy
see.
for free from Lauren because she hated it.
This might be us shitting on a book, but who knows? Because
Who knows?
Victoria loved it, right?
Victoria did love it. Yes,
Yeah.
she loved it. Who else read it? Did Mariah read it?
I don't know if Mariah DNF'd it or just didn't like it.
Hold on.
But I know there's a girl who came into this is on my 12 and 12. And a girl came into my 12 and 12 last year and suggested it. Went right back on there. So.
Oh, Mariah DNF'd it.
Yep.
I just texted her. I said, "Did you like the Grace year?" And she said, "Nope, DNF."
Yep. So this should be an interesting thing for us. Yeah. It'll be interesting, to say the least. There's love and there's hate out there. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is what we're reading for May.
Oh. I said,
"Oh no.
We're reading it for May for the podcast," and she said it was dumb.
This is Mariah's that's Mariah's review of the Grace year. So.
Anyway, if you're interested in joining a book club, Gamers That Read, Mariah's not actually this mean all the time, so just join her book club.
She's actually the most delightful. So what are we're reading we're reading Court of Thorn and Roses for May.
Yeah.
For Gamers That Read, which
that's not the fantasy that I'm reading, by the way, right now.
Oh,
I
yeah,
am still deciding if I even want to. I was talking to Erica about the book that I'm reading now. Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, so you're going to read this book, right?" And then Carrie texted me and was like, "I'm really looking forward to reading this book with you, Morgan." And I was like, "You're fucking funny. You are funny."
Watch her fucking send you a copy.
I swear to God. She has my address. She probably would.
I'm going to bully her into it. I'm just kidding. She's got a lot going on. She probably does not even.
She's getting married next weekend. Please do not.
There's so much happiness happening next weekend.
Danielle's retiring.
Fuck
Carrie's
yeah.
getting married.
Fuck yeah.
Christ.
Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day is next weekend.
Yep. All the things.
All the things.
And if you don't celebrate any of those things, it's just a normal day.
Yeah, don't celebrate Danielle's birthday.
Yeah, fuck
and
me.
Don't celebrate Carrie's wedding.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know any of those people, honestly, yeah, no. Have yourself a good day. I give you personal permission to make yourself happy that day.
Wow.
I asked you if you wanted to be happy with me, but you said no.
I did not give you a no answer, you liar.
Yeah, she knows. She said she doesn't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
And I said it's okay because it's Mother's Day next weekend. So.
It is.
So
however,
it's fine.
You're doing stuff on not Mother's Day, so.
Yeah, you're right. But it is with the mothers. The mothers are going. So it is technically Mother's Day birthday.
Whatever.
So, hey, it's fine.
Whatever.
Do you have anything fun to share besides the YA fantasy book that you're reading?
No.
Okay.
That was my big announcement.
Nice. I like that announcement. I'm very excited to hear about your thoughts.
Watch me hate it.
No.
Let's see. We'll see next month. Maybe I just won't even tell you what I thought about it and make you wait it out too.
That's nice.
That's nice. Thanks.
Whatever.
Whatever. What do you have anything besides your retirement party?
My retirement party. Honestly, no. But this book, actually, I'm going to say something. This book is coming out next month, and I think everybody needs to. Next month, as in this month. It's coming out, and I think everybody needs to read it. It is so good.
You gonna tell the listeners what it is or no?
Oh shit! It's called The Celebrants by Stephen Rowley. And
you stupid ass.
He's coming to Massachusetts in June, and it's June 11th, and I am going to go by myself if no one wants to go with me.
Oh my god.
So I'm very excited. Yeah. But it's very good. It made me think deep about life.
Oh boy.
And appreciate the world that I live in, and that life is short and you need to do adventures and make sure that you do things that you love and want to do, because Life is Short is a
Life is
very,
Short.
very deep, beautiful book. I had to convince somebody not to DNF it though, which is unfortunate, but I loved it so much. Also, shout out to Annie for sending me her physical copy when she was done.
Is that who you had to convince not to DNF it?
No.
Oh.
Another person. Sarah, Coffee, Read, and Repeat.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I'm going to DNF this. I'm like, no!
Did she end up liking it?
She said, if I hate it, I blame you. And I said, you know what? I'll take it.
Oh, she hasn't finished it yet?
Yeah, no. So,
oh boy,
that is my only thing. I'm turning 30, and I'm going to lose my knees next weekend. That's the only thing I have that's
If
new.
you wake up and you still have your knees, I will gladly come over with a baseball bat and just
wreck them. That's my 30th birthday fucking present from Morgan.
That's a birthday present. I'll just be like, give me your knees.
I want your knees. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make those sounds too.
Oh man,
I'll give you your birthday present after I take out your knees.
Perfect. I'll be in tears from happiness and absolute agony.
Yeah, that tracks.
Where can they find you, Morg?
You can find me at Bookmorgs, BOOKMORGS. Where can they find you, Danny?
Danny All Reads, DANALLREADS. Boom.
Oh, beat me on that one. My mind wasn't in that one.
Oh man, what has it been?
It's been
a ride. Boozed and talked about shit, but reviewed next month. Well, this month when we upload.
May. Yeah, it'll be fucking what's after May? June. Yeah.
We'll upload June sometime.
Sometime in June.
Lordy. Well, guys, thanks for listening. And we'll see you in the next one.
Danielle having no knees.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Bye.